I know y'all been waiting. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon.
I
Good
didn't even
evening or
see that.
something. No telling where you at in this world. We're watching this broadcast. We back with another episode of When Life Talks.
Mm-hmm.
Today's episode, Get It Off Your Chest Wednesday. So we're gonna be popcorn style as y'all come on in this afternoon, dive in. Hey, what you want to get off your chest? You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be pop, like I said, it's gonna be popcorn style. Come in. We ain't got no specific topic we gonna talk about, but we know a lot of folks have stuff on their chest that they just want to get off and want to talk about and want to yibbity yap yap yap, and all in between. So it could
That
be
part.
something that's been on your mind for a while, or something you just thought of the other day. It could be that aggravating coworker that you're tired of. It could be that mail lady that's bringing your mail late. It could be that jackrabbit that cut you off in traffic. Or it could just be something real that you just want to talk about, them life events, because we're when life talk. As always, this is your boy Joe Mack, and y'all see Crystal in the background. Hey man, we here, we talking. Come on in, get your seat ready,
Right.
get your popcorn ready, and we gonna talk. Like I say, candid conversation.
Mm-hmm. My favorite thing to have is candid conversations, right? So yeah, let's talk about it.
I'm gonna
Like you
tell you
said,
what I'm gonna tell you what I want to get off my chest before we even get started.
okay.
I'm
Say
tired of I'm tired of all this political mail. Every day you open your mailbox. Damn, 900 articles of political mail. I'm tired of 900,000 political ads on TV. It's all about propaganda. That's what I'm tired of. I would
mm-mm.
say I'm tired of this bipolar weather up here, but that's the good Lord, and I ain't gonna talk about him because whatever season he chooses, that's the season we gonna be in. But
Look,
this,
I need you to get off your political soapbox, sir.
I'm tired of
All
that
this
mail.
political you try
Every time you open the mail, there's more mail and more ads. All right, but hey, we know I'm just messing around. But yo, that's the sense of what we going at tonight, man. Just whatever on your mind, whatever on your chest. Something
That's
been
what you
bothering you, something you want to talk about. You ain't been able to talk about who you want to talk about. Could be that aggravating neighbor that don't like to cut their grass.
but shoot me a topic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's jump it off with something.
Oh, let's see where we at. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? We at April. What's been going on? What's been going on? What's been going on?
You know,
Mm,
go ahead. I'm listening.
Let me see what you want to talk about.
We
Ooh.
talk about so much though, right?
I know, man. If y'all know the stuff we talk about in the background, boy, y'all'll be like, "Come on now." I know they ain't tongue tied. We ain't tongue tied. I mind. We that's called creative juices, man. All right,
Right.
let's see. Hey, well, let's talk about the WNBA draft. You know what I'm
Look
saying?
at
This,
you.
you know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead.
We stuff like this rolls. Um, a lot of folks say this, the women's sports is bigger than the women game is right now look like it's bigger than the men's game. Especially coming off the Final Four and the women's tournament was actually
Hmm.
something bigger than the men's tournament. Man, there was some household names out there. I mean, we all know they calling her the baby goat. We talking about Caitlin Clark for the season she had, for the numbers she put up. Overall, you can't dispute her game. Her game is spot
Oh,
on.
yeah. I call her baby Steph, female Steph Curry.
I call her Lil Wardell. Hey, you got Angel Reese, aka the Bayou Barbie, aka now the Chi-Town Barbie. You know what I'm saying? Just reading something, her jersey look like it's done sold out already.
Oh wow.
You got Carmilla Cardoza coming out of South Carolina, the 6'7" uh, Brazilian stallion, as some have labeled her. You know what I'm saying? Those two was rivals in college, one at LSU, the other with South Carolina. Now they have teamed up for the Chicago Sky.
Hmm.
So I think we got to put a little more interest in the women game. We all know the women's salary. They was breaking the salaries down. So how do you feel about the women's salaries being not on the same level field as the men's?
I mean, hey, I don't have no dog in the fight when it comes to sports. I mean, I like my sports. I don't get too deep off into it. It is crazy because the men can go in making millions, right? And then the females they making what, six figures?
Hmm.
So yeah, that's crazy as hell. So it's like if I'm going out here doing the same thing and I'm balling, I'm playing hard every night, I'm bringing home championships. You know what I'm saying? out here dribbling the ball up and down the court, but you only want to give me six figures. But it's men over here that's doing the same thing and they getting the millions. So I guess on the female side, is it that maybe they pulling in more endorsements? Is that they feel like, okay, we gonna pay them six figures because necessarily they gonna make their money back or they gonna make the millions in endorsements? Let me know.
Yeah, I think it's been a low field, but I think, like I say, the elevation of the women's game with those just a few of those names we named off, man, there's plenty more out there. There's plenty more goats that came before them, but I think the relevancy, the way they captured us, they got us glued back in to the women basketball game, and we think it's. I see it translating into the WNBA in the professional realm. They're moving some of the games already to the men's arena, so that's already a plus. So I think for those that really don't know much, I say we got to get out there, like they say. If you got a young lady, your niece, your daughter, whoever that's playing basketball in the sports, hey, go support these stars and get these young ladies and buy their jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Jersey sales, revenue. Going to a game. You know those tickets. You may not have never been to an NBA game, but you know NBA games can be a little costly because you're paying for your favorite player to play. But go support the women's games. I mean, hey, I think it's a new venue, it's a new time, and the more we put in, the more revenue they will see
Hmm.
to increase their wages.
Could be. Like I say, that's a I like the sport. I may have to start checking out the females because I normally do cater to the male side of sports.
And you're an ex baller
Football.
yourself, right?
Say that again.
You're an ex baller.
Yes, I am. I played all the way until college. I played high school. What I play? Yeah, elementary, middle school, high school,
You ain't gonna tell them about that
A
time I dunked on you.
AAU friendship. You dumped on who? Dunked on who?
You.
Oh, the devil is a liar. Well,
Oh yeah.
no.
Yeah, man. Y'all come on in, man. Like I say, popcorn style. Well, you give me a topic. You know, we talk about a whole lot of stuff. You shoot one at me and let me see what I got for you.
Yeah, we do. That's the crazy part. Like we literally dive into so much. Okay, let's talk about family not knowing family, and then the kids are maybe growing up, and then they make a mistake, and date one of their family members, and now they
Oh
in too deep.
man, y'all, she hit me with this one. We talked about this so much. We talked about it. You know what I'm saying? I think at this day and age now, I say, man, you gotta you those secrets and those that you know what I'm saying. We all know we got those family secrets nobody ever want to tell and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Man, tell people who they related to. Tell people if they have other siblings and all that stuff, man. You just got to be open and honest. Like you say, we was talking about something. Two people end up dating, didn't even know they was cousins. Some of that nature. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So a simple conversation, and they didn't know that they was related until I think the young man showed up at the house with the girl, and the girl mama was like, "Y'all can't do that. That's such and such." But
Hmm.
such and such could have been told 25 years ago.
Right.
I mean, I know we all it's moments where you like, you're trying to protect people. It's moments where you're trying to, let me look out for you. People need, you know what I'm saying, what they who their relatives are. Um, and I mean, stuff happens in life. It,
Yeah, I
it, it
think sometimes it's in the sense though too when you look at it. Let's look at the broad picture, right? So you have family members like let's say our age group, right? And we move away.
hmm
We
hmm
here, we Chicago, we Detroit, we California, we Florida, we everywhere, right? So some people they like, oh, I didn't got too big for my family, right? So I'm not bringing when I have my kids, I'm not exposing them to how I came up. Yeah, you could came up in the hood, but it was a blessing. You was able to get mature, get your money up, be successful,
hmm
and move
hmm
on. Right. So some people don't like to come back and expose their kids to that. But now then you got the other kids. Now your kids growing up, and then they may say, okay, well I'm traveling one time. Say boom, let's say military. Okay,
hmm
so now your cousin from Atlanta in the military, then your cousin from California in the military, and they meet each other, but they don't know their cousins because they got different last names. And that was the problem. right?
Big problem.
A big problem. So that's why I say it's always good to at least, I mean, hell, if you ain't gonna bring them home, show them pictures, let them talk on the phone, allow it to be something. Allow it to be something, because that's not, you know what I'm saying? Thank God I didn't know all of my daddy side of my peoples. Like I knew the immediate ones, the immediate cousins. But even now, I was finding out like, oh, this your cousin, oh, this your first cousin, this your second cousin. And I had been going to school with these folks, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't even
So
know
it was
y'all was kin.
didn't know I was kin. So thank God I ain't never, you know what I'm saying, ain't never nothing, occurred. They ain't never tried to talk to me. I ain't never tried to talk to them. But I grew up like a tomboy anyway. So I was always doing sports. I was always the homie. Never one even, really nothing too much like that. So
But in
yeah,
your
so
case, it could have happened because, like you say, it could have
it could have.
been a moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel you 100%. And like you say, yeah, you're right, man. Families move away, or you just have those that move away, and like you say, people forget where they come from.
Hmm.
Never be ashamed of where you come from.
Right, because where you came from is what made you. Those
That's
struggles, the hood, shit, your neighbors, all that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Wiley? All that made you who you are
what up,
today. So
bro?
yeah, you may have went off and became successful or whatever the case may be, but your hood is what you made you. So why not take your babies back and say, you know what? Look, this is why. Especially if you got family there. These your cousins. These where I grew up at. Yeah, they might be a little rough around the edges, but they still my family. You know what I'm talking about? Because you
Man,
don't want to get your kids so high and mighty to the point where, oh, you know what I'm saying? They oblivious to what's going on. All they know is structure. All they know is uh corporate America. They don't,
hmm
like I
hmm
tell my kids all the time, I need you to know this side and this side. The street side
hmm
and the smart
hmm
side.
hmm
Because if you got both of them, can't nobody run game on you. But
You
now
gotta.
you trying to be one sided with your kids. Now you wondering why they out here stressed out, depression, on meth, all kind of shit that normal, you know what I'm saying, other folks' kids don't be on.
You
But
gotta get.
because you didn't expose them, you got to. You can't be afraid to expose them to a little something, a little struggle.
Man, it's all about giving them the real, raw, and the uncut, the
Yes.
the good side, the bad side, and the ugly side, because that's like you say, that's gonna define them, that's gonna shape them. You know what I'm saying? It's not a moment to hide nothing from anybody, because at the end of the day, guess what? They're gonna navigate through, and then they're gonna be looking at you and say, "Dang, why you ain't tell me such and such?" When it was a simple conversation that you could have had.
Right,
And
exactly.
all,
I don't know why people shy away from stuff like that. Hey, my kids, when they was young and it was of age, and it was time to talk about the birds and the bees. No, you go out here doing, you go out here having intercourse. I use the professional term. You go out here having intercourse,
hmm
you're gonna be bringing babies home, either babies, STDs, or something. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to just flat out tell them, don't shy away from it, because guess what? They gonna go out here and they gonna let the streets teach them,
yep,
and
yep.
then it's gonna be the wrong way. I've came into the military with so many females who was so structured and their life was so stricken to the point that by the time we got to AIT, it was like, oh my God, like they was wild, they was busting it wide open. It was crazy. It was crazy. I have stories after stories in AIT, baby.
They were busting open for the lion margarita.
What? Cause it was like I'm free. You know what I'm saying? It was like I'm
Oh yeah.
free.
Oh yeah, feeling like they caved in, coming up like they caved in, coming up with no boundaries, coming up with, you know what I'm saying, so strict, can't move around, can't do this, can't do that. Absolutely, I understand you
Right.
110%.
Yeah, so I always, you know what I'm saying, give them a little freedom. Give them a little something. But, if you give them an inch and they take a mile, then it's time to reel it on back in. But you got to create a safe space as well for your kids so they can be able to come talk to you about anything. Because, like I said, you don't want them going out here learning it from somebody else and then they getting the wrong information. And then they doing everything ass backwards.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So you
ma'am.
just got to create that safe space for them. And be open, have an open forum. Like, hey, whatever you want to talk about, I'm gonna listen. I'm not gonna judge you because I remember I was a kid once, I was a child once, I was a teenager once, right? So I'm
Hmm.
not gonna judge you. Whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about it. And I'm gonna give it to you from my point of view, and it's gonna come with love. I ain't finna come at you rah to the point where you like, well, hell, I ain't telling mama nothing no more, or I ain't telling daddy nothing no more, because every time I try to come to them on some real shit, it's like they fuss. But no, I need to know. You know what I'm saying? I need to know the real.
Ladies and gentlemen, she getting it off her chest, telling how it is. Bro, Wiley, we see you out there with the eyes, brother. What you got going on in old Lake Charles, Louisiana? What's on your mind? What you want to get off your chest?
He say he want what he want to get off his chest,
Yeah, what you want to get off
but
your chest?
yeah. So I just feel like be let's be real with our babies.
I agree with you
Period. Point blank.
wholeheartedly.
Let's keep it 1,000 with them.
Yep,
That's
yep.
it. Okay, now back to you. We gonna just keep throwing them off of each other till somebody jump in.
Oh
Like you
yeah.
say, this get it off your chest
Get it off your
Wednesday. We
chest
just pop.
Wednesday.
Yeah, we just doing it popcorn style. We don't have no set topic. We just on here enjoying it, enjoying this good Wednesday, this beautiful weather. Hopefully, it's beautiful where you at.
Man, oh man, oh man, man, man. So
Okay,
much been.
Wiley say I hate fake people. There you
Ooh,
go.
talk about it. Talk about it. What part of the let's take a deep dive, as Crystal would say. Let's go deeper than the surface. Let's get off them surface level. We
Okay,
understand. We understand the conversation. I hate fake people,
mm-hmm.
brother Wilder. How would you describe? What is your definition of fake?
Cause hate is a strong word, but I get it. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying? Be like, I was just saying this for real. Like, it don't cost nothing to be yourself. People gonna love you or hate you regardless. They talked about Jesus, but guess what? He's still here. So my thing is, hell, don't care who like you. Be yourself. Be authentically yourself. And the right people is gonna come along, and the right people is gonna attach themselves to you, and the right people is gonna add value to your life.
absolutely,
Cause that's what
absolutely.
it's all about. Getting around people who gonna add value. If you can't add value to my life, if you can't come in and pump me up and speak life into me, and baby, what I need you for? I don't need that fake love. I don't need opportunities to come and say, well, oh, I know she got this going on, or I know she, real information on this end. I'ma just come along and jump on her coattail or his coattail so I can get all this information. Then once I got it, I'm gone.
Mm,
We don't need it.
mm. But y'all here over there, boy, she is rolling. Y'all can tell she got some stuff she want to get off her chest. Brother Wilder
Not at
say,
all.
we gonna open it up. Brother Wilder say, people who say they will be there for you and call themselves your friend, but steadily hindering your growth. Ooh,
It's time to let those ones go. Cause once they
my.
reveal what you always say, a zebra never changes,
A zebra never changed their stripes.
never change their stripes. So once you observe that, once they show you who they really is, then you got to be okay with letting them go. Cause I don't need nobody to say if I'm there for you 100% of the time. Anytime something go on in your life, financial, spiritual, emotional, physical, and I'm there. I'm supporting you. I'm feeding. I'm speaking life into you. I'm pouring into your situation. And in the moment, my ship sink and you disappear, you run. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I can't come to. You know what? Your mama died. You know what? I can't even come to the funeral. I gotta go. I gotta go out of town. I gotta go shopping. What? That's what friends do.
Or the millions and millions and millions of excuses, as like you just said, as to why they can't do something.
Yeah,
If you
you just
if you can't do it, if you can't do it, just say you can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do it. But so now you know what I'm saying, the age we at, man, your cutoff game got to be so strong. Like I remove people real quick if you ain't for me. Hell, now if I ain't for you, remove me.
Hey man, the same way like you say that road. Most roads is two ways. It's gonna go parallel. That connection the same way. A lot of people don't understand that. Know what I'm saying? Like you say,
Exactly.
or you got the ones that always want, and don't never give, or pour into it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? What Brother Wallace say? They only there when they're getting something out of it. Absolutely, absolutely. We know what we call them. We call them hoovers. Just like a
Yeah.
hoover vacuum cleaner, always trying to suck something up, suck something
Yeah.
out you. You
Sucking you
know?
dry. Now your cup, yeah. Now your cup empty. But can't nobody pour into it because you didn't pour yours all into somebody else. Yeah, it don't work like that. It's a two-way street. I need your energy just like you taking mine.
And
Has
then
to be.
I tell people too. I tell people, let me, if I'm in that situation, let me be the one to say, no, I'm good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of time, what they do, you'll help them. They may help you. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, it's silence.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we ever get to the point that we got silent?
Because people don't know how to be real and speak up.
Thank you.
Hell, just tell me no, I can't do it. Or no,
Thank you.
I ain't coming.
You just said a mouthful.
Mm, that's it. That's all it takes. People don't have the courage to say what they really want to say. I'm just here to just suck you dry. And when it's time for to come back in full circle or come back in return, I can't even give it to you, shot. That's
And
it.
it's okay.
And it's okay. It's okay. But like I say, when you know the type of people you deal with, and you learn their pattern,
Mm-hmm.
then you'll know what standard to hold them at. You can say, oh, you know what? I know this person is this kind of way, so I ain't gonna expect too much out of them because I already know what I'm gonna get, right? But if I hold you to a high standard, because this is where you was at, but then now you starting to decline and show me something different, now I can't rock with you.
And we all have, like I said, we all have bias. We all have places where we place people. So you're going to automatically, if somebody you gravitate, you're going to hold them to a high standard.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they disappoint you, it's to the fact that you almost have to say, you know what? I held them to a higher standard than they held for themselves.
Yep. So let me
So
go put them
y-
down.
yeah, so you have to back, you have to back that, you have to back up and say, you know what? Now you've shown me. Now I know where to place you. Now I know
Mm-hmm.
the
Exactly.
the, the,
Mr. Water
level, the,
said,
the level where I need to put you.
right. Wiley said, some people are afraid to have that courageous conversation to set them straight. One thing I learned a long time ago, quiet, what it say? Quiet mouth don't get fed.
Don't get fed at
So
all.
you all only thing you doing is study her yourself because you only thing you doing is study assuming. Oh, I'm assuming it's like this. I'm assuming. But if that's your friend, if that's your significant other, if it's whoever, right? You gotta have that courage to say, look, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm standing on. These the boundaries I'm creating, right?
Standing on business.
Yeah, mean what you say and say what you mean. Right, while the closed mouth don't get fed. Because if you study assuming, you will never know. And then you feeling some type of way, and sometimes it may don't even be that. It could be like, you know what, my bad. Life and on my end too. I ain't want to bring it to you because I'm always bringing it to you. So I'm trying to spare you this time. And
And
then
it may,
you go ahead.
no, I mean to cut you off. And it may just be that moment or that season that person is in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you have to have that genuine conversation with them to say, hey, man, I got you don't want to come off and say I got a weird vibe, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, you've been seeming a little off here lately. And maybe they'll tell you what they're going through. But like I say, but if
Mm-hmm.
you run across the ones that just constantly, they ain't pouring nothing into you, it's always negative. Man, it's time to move on, move on,
Oh,
move on.
oh yeah.
Oh, we got some.
You heard that feedback?
Oh yeah, you got some. I don't know what kind of feedback you got going on.
Oh, I hear it on your side too.
Hold on.
Drop down and come back up. Maybe I need to too. I don't know, y'all. Y'all hear that? Why do you hear it? You hear that? It sounds like it just starts staticking all of a sudden. I don't know. It's tripping. Alien feedback. Yeah. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm back.
Oh, okay. Now you sound clear. What about me?
Yeah. I can hear you clear.
Oh, okay, cool. We back popping.
What bro Wiley
Popping.
say, man? Talking about some alien, man. Ain't no aliens. we don't know what. We don't know what that was, man.
Okay. It was doing what it wanted to do. But yeah,
That
back to it though.
that's the AI.
Right. Taking over. But back to it. Back to it. You got it. Oh, it's yep, clear again. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you. But yeah, like you were saying, you have to be able to distinguish, who for you and who not. You think that's the government. Right. But you gotta be willing to see who for you and who not though. But as they point to you, you gotta get that same energy. And you're not gonna talk to somebody every day. Right? I could not talk to people for weeks. But when we get together, it's like we never left. We could pick off like we never left. But you know who those people are. You know who those people you can do it with. You may have some of these friends you might got to check in with every day. Some of the people you may have to talk to every day. Mac, why you looking crazy in the face? You all right over there?
I was making sure I was making sure the alien noise wasn't popping up.
Oh.
And
Oh,
much of-
yeah.
hey, your camera and your camera, I'm seeing half of your screen.
You know what is going on? I see both of us, but you is starting to sound staticky again.
I don't know. Wiley done threw
Oh.
some of that Louisiana dust on the show. But no,
Okay.
man, yeah, everything she said, man, everything we talk about, man, it resonates. Cause like I say, we always tell y'all, man, somebody's going through it. Somebody, hey, let's get it off your chest Wednesday, man. Wide open Wednesday. What's on your mind? Wind down Wednesday. What everything in far in between.
Right. So look, this is something you always shy away from too. When we get to talking about soul ties,
I'm gonna
this is
kick
another
your
one you
behind.
like to shy away from. Them good
Ah,
old soul ties, baby.
she tried to put me on the spot, y'all. Yeah, we always talk about it. Oh man, soul ties. I'm leaning to more like she say. She has semi convinced me. I'm not easily too convinced, but some of the things that she say when it comes to soul ties, I have to agree with her. So we're gonna do a full show about it one day. I'm gonna let her
We are.
uh
We
drag me
are.
into to her shenanigans with this soul ties that she been trying to pull me into the last almost 2 years with it. Uh, but yes, I do believe it. I mean, like I say, when we talk about it, um, because we'll have some candid conversation about some things, and it does resonate. Um, and I'll leave it right there. So stay tuned when it comes to soul ties. And now
Yes.
I don't run from it. I just, you know what I'm saying, I sit back, I listen, I observe, I process. Just like what Wilder just said, soul tie. Ouch. Hey, I agree, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
She
telling y'all, it's real. It's there. Soul ties is a real
ah,
thing. I'm telling you. So yeah, we're gonna most definitely get into it. But look, we at our half hour mark. Y'all could have been doing anything else. But y'all rocking it out with us. Look, I'm over here chasing a mosquito out my car. But y'all rocking it out with us. And I appreciate that. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all jumping on with Win Life Talk. Like, share, subscribe. Get into it with all magazines. They have sports talk
absolutely.
where they have Kick It with Kay, Miss Catherine Rivers. So yeah, they have sports talk. Texas sport talk, Michigan sports talk where they talk nothing but sports. But check it out. Check out the digital articles, the digital magazine as well. I mean, it's some good stuff in there. It talks about your favorite hip hop artists, all that. So yeah, tune in.
A lot of
But
information.
let's keep rocking.
If y'all out there, come on. What's on your chest
Let's
Wednesday?
keep
Get it?
rocking. Yeah, but yeah, like I say, them soul ties is something different. It could be soul ties with a friendship. It could be soul ties in a relationship. And sometimes when those soul ties is real, you don't know how to break them. It could cause you to stay somewhere longer than it's meant to be.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Absolutely. Because then I think, like I said, a lot of times, like you just said, some people just stay around till they wear their welcome out. Don't, and you don't need to be in a position till you that long.
right, complacency.
Because you're gonna tell when it's over.
Yeah, when the situation is dead, You got to know when it's time to go. But some people will sit there and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna give it a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eight, nine, 10 chances, but it's dead. But they stick around because what? It's a soul tie there. It's a connection there. It's something that's pulling them back to that situation, and they just don't know how to release themselves from it. But like you say, we could talk about that on a different time, different show. But yeah, I would like to get more deep, deep off into that conversation too, because like I say, I most definitely agree that that is soul ties. But to just jump back on what Wally was talking about, I guess we could stay on that soapbox for a minute unless you want to jump on to something else. Like we just freestyling today. So don't mind us. We just popping from conversation to conversation. If you got something you want to talk about, you got a statement you want to get something off your chest, put it in the comments. We ain't doing nothing but having candid conversations like we do all the time, whether we online or offline. This is what we do. We just flow with conversations, and we'll talk about them and bring them to the table.
Oh yeah, nothing's off the
We,
limit. Like you say, we always tell y'all if y'all got something y'all want to talk about, man, hit us up during the week. Hit us anywhere on the social media platform. Let us
yeah.
know what you want to talk about.
Here you
But
go. Will you give your partner a hard pass?
hey, we all know what a hall pass is. What if that pass become? What if that pass become an extended hall pass? Then somebody mad.
Somebody mad.
And I think, like you say, man, when we talk about it, because it popped, that one that popped up on social media not so long ago. You have to
Hmm.
understand what you're getting yourself into. Because as soon as you open that door, you got to understand the consequences coming with that door.
Yeah,
And
you
and,
opening
and, and
Pandora's box.
elaborate what a hall pass is. Somebody out there may not know what that hall pass, the hall pass we talking about. We ain't talking about
Well,
roaming.
the hall pass we're talking about. Say if you have a significant other, you're in a committed relationship, but it may be a period or point you say, well, you know what, if the relationship gets to going getting boring, or it may get to going, in a different direction, or I may have stepped out. Are you willing to give that? Are you open to giving that person, your significant other, a hard pass? Or would you say, okay, once a year, go out and do your thing and don't tell me about it? You know what I'm saying? Just do what you do.
Like I say, that's a conversation everybody ain't ready to have.
Ain't ready to have. That's something. Now, if I'm gonna answer that question, I would say, hell nah. Ain't no
Bishop
hard pass, because if we going through something, we better figure it out. We
Bishop
better figure
Bullwinkle
it.
style. Oh hell
Okay,
no.
because hard passes can end up in a person getting pregnant. Hard pass can end up, oh damn, this shit good. I want to tap it again and again and again. A hard pass can be, oh, you know what, we got more than just, you know what I'm saying, this in common. So
Yep.
I need to see what it's about. Now they done left you, him or her, to find out if the grass green on the other side. Yeah, don't put yourself in that predicament. Mr. Wallace said, if your partner don't know where home is, then you are in a part-time situation. Most definitely. I like
Absolutely.
that comment.
But like I said, you mess around and get that hall pass become a permanent pass, then you're stuck. You looking stuck
Then you
like that.
stuck. But it goes back to what he just said. If your partner don't know where home is, then it's a situationship. But have some people in a situationship anyway. A goddamn partnership. It ain't really what it ain't really what it is.
That shit. You can put all kind of layers on that. So
Yeah.
so we on a good topic. So now you talking about hall pass.
Hmm.
What curfew what time do you think if you're in a serious relationship, whatever, marriage, whatever, what
Hmm.
time do you what's the most reasonable and respectful time that your partner should be coming through them doors?
Hmm. Probably like I would say two. I would say two.
Is that 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.?
I would say 2 a.m. Only because, okay, if in a sense they are going to a bar, a club, you
Break
know
it
it's gonna,
down.
it's gonna close at 2. Some close at 3, 4 here in Atlanta. So if like I know I'm comfortable, I give them a motherfucking enough room to hang themselves. Now, if you go out there and you just doing whatever, then that's on you, right?
Hmm.
But I say 2 a.m. Me myself, I'm gonna come in at a respectful time. Now, if I'm having fun and I'm vibing, of course it's gonna be 2. But most of the times, like me, I ain't even on that type of time. So I be in the house anyway, vibing.
So with that 2 a.m., do I get some travel time to the house?
Yeah.
If you know the venue gonna close at 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and pretty much you know the dynamics of the city that you live in.
Mm-hmm.
So is 3 o'clock pushing it, or you allowing that 3 o'clock for that travel time?
Well, I guess you could say 2:45 for travel time, depending on how far you stay from the place. So it's at 2 a.m. because ain't nothing open after 2 but legs. See? 2 a.m. That's why I always say 2 a.m. is a good
Hold on,
time.
hold on, hold on. Hold on. The city that I'm in, we got a spot that's called the Cookout that stay open 3 or 4 a.m.
Hmm.
You can get you some burger, fries, and a milkshake. So it's more than legs open at 2 a.m.
Shit. Now when you in a relationship, your ass at them after 2 a.m. you getting into trouble. That mean you didn't conversated with somebody somewhere. And your ass is doing something you ain't got no goddamn business.
So you gonna so we I get 30 minute travel time to the crib.
Yeah, 30, 45, depending on where you
Okay,
stay,
all
30,
right,
45.
all right.
But then, too, that trust factor has to come in because when you know who you dealing with, then you can be like, you know what? It's that grace period. You know what I'm saying? You had that time to maneuver, to move around and say, okay, whatever the case. Like me, I'm not, there you go. I just said it. Courtesy text or call if you're going to be unexpectedly late. I agree with that.
That's what I was waiting on, bro. We already connected. That's what I was waiting on right there. That courtesy, and that could be male or female. That courtesy call got to be extended. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because if you say you going out, I know you going out. Hey, have fun. Blah 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 blah. Whoop de whoop. That courtesy call to say, hey, I'm on my way home, or I had to drop off such and such. Such and such couldn't drive. Was too inebriated to drive, so I'm having to
Right.
drop them off. But that courtesy call in between, letting you know my whereabouts.
You have to. Now
Simple
it is
conversation.
just now I would say it's an exception to the rule, but it's
All right,
something you
go
got to
ahead.
talk to your partner or significant other about.
What's that exception
When
called?
I go home with my family, we will go from one spot to the next spot, and before you know it, it's like 4 in the morning before my head hitting the pillow. So if you are out with family, then I would say it is an exception to the rule. But like you say, that courtesy call, that text is gonna say, you know what, hey, um, I know, I'm down here with family, we still out and about, but I'm gonna call you as soon as I make it to the house.
Hey, I agree with you 110% there because hey, you just touched on a serious fact. When I went with my family, hey, we done been up to 4, 5, 6 in the morning, so ain't no
Mm-hmm.
telling. So you're
Ain't no
right
telling.
when you at those family gatherings, but like you say, that trust, that understanding, where that person ain't blowing you up, ain't doggone. If I'm with my family, I'm with my family.
Right.
Point blank period. Like you say, you go back home. Yeah, y'all out there partying, man. Hey, look, hey, like you say, y'all gonna bar hop, y'all gonna go from one spot to the next spot to the next spot.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely, that's that courtesy hall pass.
Yeah, and you gotta have that trust too. That just goes back to, to know who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Know who you dealing with. That's why I say when you're in these relationships, you gotta evaluate them. Yeah,
Oh
yep.
man,
Family is different, Russell. You
ooh,
gotta
you just,
evaluate them
ooh,
every
you just,
what
you,
quarterly, every 6 months to say, you know what I'm saying? We good. Is what I'm doing making you happy? Is what you doing making me? Is it anything I could change? You know what I'm saying? It has to be very much so a lot of communication. You got to communicate. You got to know where you stand in that relationship as your partner because you don't want to leave nobody left out or left out to be wondering why. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? This is my love language, but you ain't doing what you used to do no more. So say my love language is physical touch or quality time. You know
mm-hmm,
what? You ain't even touch me as much no more. Let's talk about it. Okay, maybe it could be, oh, I'm working more, I'm working hard, or, I'm tired, or, maybe I need to go to the doctor because now I may have a chemical imbalance and, my libido or whatever can be thrown off. It could be a million
mm-hmm,
things, but that's where that
mm-hmm.
communication comes in. But you have to, you got to have that communication. You got to have that trust. You got to evaluate your situation, whatever you in, to make sure it stays healthy and make sure everybody on both ends is pleased and satisfied. That'll make it go a long way. Because
While it
now I
just
ain't out here just assuming like, oh, you tricking off or you no longer invested. Because then too, let's talk about it. If you no longer invested, are you real enough to say, you know what? I'm no longer invested. This ain't working for me. It's time for me to walk away.
you got to be able to have those conversations.
Got to be able to. What Wiley say? Some family members are not healthy to hang with too. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Look
But
at my look at
also,
my good brother over there talk, boy. He dropping some gems. You're
that is
absolutely
true,
right.
man. Cause they
But
try to convince you and have you in some bullshit.
at the same time, you just took the words out my mouth. If you know what I stand for, family, friend, or foe, you ain't gonna put me in a position to fail.
Right. Yep. They won't. If they got love for you and they respect you for real, they won't put you in a position to fail. They won't put you in a compromising situation either.
Cause I
That
if
they
you
won't
could
do.
cause if you truly who you say and you family, you're not gonna put me in a situation where I have to second guess your reasoning for having me there. So I think, like I say, that's that thin line that a lot of folks don't like to talk about. But that, bro, you're hitting on something, boy. That's a line that a lot of folks don't talk want to talk about. That's that finite line.
Hmm.
Don't put me in a situation that's like I say, friend, family, or foe. Don't put me in a situation where I got to look at you sideways, and I'm in a compromised position where I got to look and say, okay,
Right.
why you even got me here?
Right. You own one. And now I'm questioning your you know what I'm saying, your loyalty to me. Now I'm questioning your integrity. Now I'm questioning everything about what it was. So now I'm gonna have to love you from a distance.
I'm gonna question your thought pattern
Right. Cause
because
what made you think that it was okay to even let that come out your mouth or either put me in a position to where I can lose my life, my family, or whatever.
you just hit the nail on the head. Don't put me in a damn position to lose. Because evidently, like I say, you already know this is what you do, how you do, when you do. So don't bring me into the fold and leave me blindsided because you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm getting you should have that common courtesy say, hey, I'm getting ready to go into this situation. It ain't the best situation for you. I'm gonna let you sit this one out. A lot of folks, a lot of folks don't want to teeter that line.
Right.
All right. Mr. Faison say that's the key to me to why me and my wife have been together 29 years. Communication that keeps us in position where you know your partner. Absolutely, absolutely, man. Congratulations. Don't know your person, but 29 years is a very long time, man. That's y'all done spent some decades together. And you're right. That this whole podcast, this whole When Life Talk was everything we talk about and go back to is about communication.
It has to
People
be.
don't people don't know how to communicate these days. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? And something evidently, brother, you doing something right. 29 years,
That's a
both
blessing.
y'all, yeah, blessing. Both of y'all doing something because y'all talking to each other. Y'all not talking at each other. 29 years, y'all talking to each other, so y'all understand each other. You know what I'm saying? And y'all working 29 years, y'all working towards some common goals.
Right. Ain't going to bed mad at each other. Figuring it
Ain't
out,
going,
right?
ain't going to bed mad at each other, lip poked out, huffing and puffing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Short, taking the covers off one side of the bed. You know we all.
Me and Petty. Me and Petty say you
We
better
all
talk
done,
about it.
all done been there through it and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, y'all out there, man, talk to us. We still here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We gonna talk. Uh,
Yep. That's what's up. That is a blessing. 29 years. Because you
9
got to
years.
think, too, people change every 5 years. Some people sooner, depending on their own personal growth and maturity.
And
So
life.
29 years, that means that as your wife evolved, you evolved. As you evolve, your wife evolved. And y'all, and through all those struggles, good times, bad times, whatever, y'all learn to come back to the middle and still love each other like y'all did on day one. So man, that's a blessing. That's love. People only dream about getting to those points because nowadays you don't even really see people getting married no more. It's like I ain't been invited to a wedding in so long. I'm like, man, do people still even get married?
Hey,
Do they still
I,
take commitment serious?
I got a homegirl. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call out, but she said she won't get married. She said, and her exact words, I wear the ring, but we not getting married. We gonna save that one for another topic, because boy, I got some insight on that. And a few more folks done said that.
Say that they afraid to get married.
No, she say she's not getting married. She's not afraid. She's not gonna get married. She say she'll wear the ring and do all the wifey things, but she's not getting married.
So she want to just be like, she just want to have a partnership, or I call it a career girlfriend. You want to be a career girlfriend, and that's okay. I'm not judging
What
people.
well
It's okay because for some people it works to not
and
have,
I and I, and I think and I thought the same thing. She changed my mind when she said it. I was like, you just want to be a kid. She was like, no, because she's financially well off. She's stable,
Mhm.
and it made sense. She get married without no prenup. Half of hers become his if something go wrong. So
Not
the
always, because you
so
gotta
the deep
think what she accumulated
yeah,
pre-marriage is still hers.
but the deeper she
But
got
do you
into it,
have to? But do you have to think like that going into a marriage? When you go into a marriage, do you think, "Oh, I'm already thinking a divorce gonna happen, and that it's just gonna fall to pieces, and they gonna come and take everything I worked so hard to build." I
I,
think that's where it failed because people already going into it with the notion that it's gonna fail.
I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna try to get on because it was deep. I was like, okay, I kind of, I see it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like this, like you say, it wasn't. You never go in a conversation one sided. So I was like, oh,
right. But
makes
you
makes
know,
sense.
I get it. Like I had an aunt and ain't an uncle who never was married, but they was together. Oh, probably 30, 40 years before she passed, and then a few years later, I want to say he passed a year or two later. I say he died from a broken heart, but
Hmm
never was married. But life operated in the sense of them, being as they did everything as one.
While I say, don't talk death into the relationship before it happens. Yep, absolutely. But
Exactly.
yeah, but like I say, her thought pattern was, man, it's spot on. Like I say, and I mean, she's a genuine person. She genuinely said how she felt, the reason why she felt. You know what I'm saying? And it was more so. It was more so along the lines of, I'm gonna do everything. I'm not gonna cheat. We just ain't get married. And then, like you say, you had to respect it. Like I said, because I was like, okay, int- learn something new every day.
Right, exactly. And I get too like Jackie Christie. She said, they get married every year. Jackie Christie and Doug Christie, the NBA.
Yeah, I remember that.
Every year. It's like if I if I'm planning a wedding every year, I don't have time to, what I'm saying, to fail. I don't have time to fail or think of a divorce because we study doing everything that's making us happy. Not to say that needs to be, because like if you're communicating and you already then built the foundation on how it's gonna be, and first and foremost, let me just say this: God got to be ahead of the whole situation.
Yep,
Long as He the head
yep,
of it, everything else gonna align. Especially if that person is for you, everything is gonna align. But He got to be the head of it.
yep.
So I say that He got to be the head of it.
Wow. Well, first off, giving honor to Christ. He's the head of my.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
The
y'all know
head of my life.
y'all know I love to play. But absolutely, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, people have opinions. And like I say, when you listen to a person and you understand where they're coming from, it gives you a
Mhm.
different perspective. It gives you a different perspective. Because I say no one person is right. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Just because it didn't work for you or something you trying didn't work, never not what another person's saying. Because I was like, oh, okay, very, very interesting, but I understand. I
Right.
clearly understand.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what
a
I'm saying?
different, we living in different times, so everything is not gonna be traditional. Everything is not gonna be
Oh
how
yeah.
our grandparents did it. So
Hey, and now speaking of that one, Wallace say he blessed to have friends like that. Man, we blessed to have you, bro.
I have
Appreciate you.
you too,
Now,
brother. Love you.
see, you just said, oh, whatever you did, now your whole face back on the screen.
I ain't do nothing. So
You
all
was
this
like
time, half of my face been on the screen.
half this time you were just in the, it was like a little a smidget. You couldn't even see you could see your shoulder moving.
Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy.
So now here's the $1 million question. You just touched on something. I just lost my
Hmm.
train of thought right there playing. Oh, speaking of tradition,
Hmm.
since this wide open winner get off your chest Wednesday, what do you feel about women proposing to men?
Women, oh yeah, I don't like that. I just feel like that's the man's place. Like we too busy trying to take on these masculine traits and be the man in the relationship. Allow that man to lead because that's what he's supposed to do. He's there to lead. He's there to be a protector. He's there to be a provider. Allow him to lead. So I'm not if that ain't what he want to do, why try to rush it? Because he may not be for you. I'm not gonna say, oh, you will you get on my knee and say no.
So you saying
That's
you wouldn't get on, you wouldn't get on,
huh?
you wouldn't get on your knee
No, no. Uh-uh. That's for that man to do.
with this ring.
You know, what, like I said, if it's the right person, the right man, he's gonna be in line and in tune with what's supposed to do, what's supposed to happen, and I'm just gonna follow suit, and I'll be submissive to the right person.
Hey,
Oh, Mr. Fraser said my wife proposed.
now
Go
hold
ahead,
on.
sis.
Okay, now he got to break it down, Mr. Phase. Now we talking about 29
So,
years
Mr.
ago.
Russell, you was trying to make her a career girlfriend. Look, you probably was taking too long. Would you have her waiting 5 to 10 years, and she was just like, you know what, we good. It ain't getting no better. Let me just go ahead and just get this man together. 29 years later, only because I asked her 5 times before. Oh, okay, okay. All
Oh,
right.
now we
So initially you
okay.
did do it. Okay. Okay, I
Okay.
get it. I get it. Like I
Okay.
say, I ain't judging nobody to each his own, baby. Y'all in there 29 years and I'm
That's it.
loving it.
29 years strong.
Right. Exactly.
Krista says she ain't getting her knee pads out.
I'm not. Mm-mm. But I'm gonna be a good wife. I'm gonna be a good girlfriend, significant other, and all that until
I
it's
know one
time.
thing.
God bless me with the right person I'm supposed to have.
We got to fix that feedback. Well, that feedback strong tonight.
Oh, I hear it.
It's bad. There's some interference somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, so when y'all watch this show, man, it ain't us. It ain't us using AI. It's we just got some bad feedback. Probably some in the background of technical issues. But yeah, this is getting off the chest Wednesday. Say what you gotta say. Say it what you mean. Say it with your chest poked out. We just been over here having candid conversation, man, popcorn style. We ain't did we going through a multitude of topics, man. Things is going on in life, things not going on in life, things going on around the world. As we can bring
Mhm.
this, we getting ready around this last little bit of time with the show. Oh, brother Wiley say being submissive is a good topic for one show.
We can do
Absolutely,
that. We
absolutely. A
can
lot of
do
folks,
that.
boy, that's that word. Like I say, new generation. You tell a woman to be submissive, it's a wrap. What you
A lot of
mean?
people don't like to let go. I guess that's it's like they giving too much control or too much power away. But like I say, if it's truly your soulmate, it's truly who God has made perfect but imperfect for you, then and they're doing the right things on their end, then what's so hard about it? What's so hard about
Nothing.
it? Mr. Russell said, over the course of our first 9 years, I asked. The 10th year, she had to ask. We got married the same year. So, yeah, you know what? Because
Got it.
sometimes, she probably wasn't ready. She probably wasn't ready. She probably was, going back and forth type of thing. So, yeah. But I'm
Got
glad
it.
y'all did it.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Hey, you late. But it's okay. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for tuning in. We still love you.
Yeah, we love you, but you're still late. You getting that tardy slip, buddy. We gonna issue a tardy slip. But
What
yeah,
it
man,
say? She
like I
getting
say,
that
y'all.
turtle.
Yeah, you getting that tardy slip. Yeah, man, but we appreciate y'all. Like I said, we round this curve. You know what I'm saying? We'll be remiss, man. Like I say, everything going on in the world, y'all, man. Continue to pay attention, man. Stay vigilant. Uh, man, just continue to be yourself. Be the best version of you. Like we always say, man, don't be nobody else. Be the best version of you. Uh,
That's it. Be
life
yourself.
go, life gonna take you on a journey. It's a journey. It's not meant to be a straight line. You're gonna have your ups, your downs. It's gonna take you on a roller coaster. It's all about how you ride the ride and how you overcome the ride. A lot of folks don't understand that. Don't get caught up in that temporary situation, and you know what I'm saying. Think it's a elongated, long term situation because things are temporary. You just got to be in it for the long game. And I think a lot of folks miss that part about being, you know what I'm saying, this thing we on this journey we call life.
Right.
Yep,
Ain't
yep,
nothing but a
yep.
series of events.
That's
A
all it
series
is.
of events.
That's all it is. That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
But put into it, pour into it, invest. Like you say, you have to invest in yourself first before you invest in other people. Uh, all in between, life gonna happen, trials and tribulations. Like I said, there's no test without a testimony.
Hmm.
Uh, man, just keep going, keep putting your best foot forward. Uh, don't ever quit, don't give up. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, we was
That's
out here.
it. Well, I thank y'all for we so silly. Man, I thank y'all for tuning in and rocking out with us. Like I said, it's a little staticky, but we still getting our point across, trying to get it to y'all. Y'all, these mosquitoes is tearing me up, and it's kind of got my windows down. But y'all could have been doing anything else, but y'all rocking it out with us each and every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love y'all. The life is nothing y'all can do about it. We're going to keep bringing these conversations. We're going to keep talking about the difficult stuff that people shy away from. We're gonna keep listening to y'all. We're gonna keep valuing you guys' opinion as well. Look, I can't even get it out. I'm talking so fast.
The mosquitoes got you over there tongue tied.
What? Look, got me looking around like, hold up.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
itching and
Pookie,
everything.
Pookie,
But
Pookie.
but yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. We about to jump off of here. Start
Hey, we
back
ain't gonna
again
short
Monday.
change, y'all. We got 2 more minutes. We got any final thoughts, man? Y'all got any final thoughts? We got two more
Final
minutes. Y'all
thoughts.
got, yeah.
A dream becomes a vision. A vision becomes reality. So anything you put your mind to, go ahead and make it into a reality. Write it down. Make it plain. Pray about it. Faith without work is dead. Get it done. I believe in you. We believe in you. We are proud of you. Stay the course. Stay focused. Don't be afraid to use the word no. Wind down on this beautiful Wednesday.
Come on,
Love who love you.
come on,
And
keep going. Or you want me to
don't
pick it
stop
up?
till you get it right.
Don't stop.
Don't be
Get it, get
afraid
it.
to give it a second, third, and fourth chance. You
Hey man,
always just know if you fail, you always can restart. Oh, there you
ooh,
go. Mr. Rusty said, don't be afraid to love. Even if you
I
didn't
like
love
that.
before, don't be
Hey,
afraid to love. It's somebody out there for everybody.
hey man, laugh. Like Chris said, she said so much, man. It was a whole lot of gems. If I had to pick it back off anything, she said, laugh, live, love, man. Reverse order, live, love, life. Uh, like you say, don't beat yourself up. Don't get down on yourself. Uh, try something new. People are more creative than they realize.
Yeah.
Like you say, you look through history. Some folks started late, man. Bill Gates, all them folks. You start looking. Remember, you have a purpose. Absolutely. You know your purpose, or it may you may be you may go through life and discover your purpose late. Just to build on what Brother Wilder just said. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But give. You got to try. You have to try. I think a lot of work. I think what we do, we get wrapped in our own. We let our own self get in our way sometimes. A lot of time on this show, you hear say, "Put the mirror on yourself." If it look like all the things are stacked up against you, it look like the odds are against you. Keep focused. Keep trying. Hey, put that best foot forward. Sometimes your best foot may not be good enough. So guess what? You got to put another inch or two into it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit and waddle in your own sorrow. Oh, this ain't working for me. What they call it? God's time, divine intervention, all that stuff in between. You know, we ain't gonna get too biblical for you, but understand that He has a purpose, and understand live your life because at the end of the day, we all have a clock that we don't know when it's going to expire. Man, travel, love on your family, love on your friends. Good for you. You know who them folks is, but sometimes we all gravitate back to them. In closing, take care of yourself first before you take care of others. We love y'all. Peace, love, hair grease. We'll see you next Wednesday. Same time, same bat channel, same bat cave. Thought magazine. Like, subscribe, share. Tell a friend to share. Tell another friend to share. Tell your uncle, your daddy, your mama, your cousin, your brother, your auntie, every last one of them to share. And we out. We gonna get Crystal some mosquito repellent next week. Cause she over there fighting mosquitoes and everything else. But y'all know one thing we're gonna do, man. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna be serious. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.